Hello, welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. It has been forever, for sure. So, a couple things we'll talk about. It's been a long time. You guys know I was traveling. We made it to Arizona, and haven't been able to craft. We actually today's Monday. We got here Saturday, so we were playing with our grandkids this weekend. And I told Mark, I said I have got to try to film today. I mean, this is literally as far as I got while we were traveling. I inked a pocket. And I picked this as a piece, but I didn't even get it glued down. I did try to craft the other day when we were driving, but the potholes and everything in the road were just too much for me. And I just couldn't focus either, honestly. So, interesting. I was listening to a Tracy Fox video, and she was saying, because she has not filmed for a while either, she's had stuff going on as well, I guess. And it was just really interesting to me, her perspective on it, like how hard it is to kind of get back in the groove and to get that creative flow going. And I understand that. I get that. With everything we've had going on over the last, even month at this point with trips and trying to pack and getting everything ready to go, it's hard to find your mojo. It's really hard to find your creative flow. I was able to, on the one day, work on an art journal page, which was nice. I still haven't finished it. Here's my pencil. I dropped a pencil. It rolled into the cabinet the other day. I had to find it. Anyway, I couldn't find my mojo, and I still haven't found it. But I do want to work on this journal. I want to get it finished. I also have to finish my Christmas swap journal. And so I'm actually going to go outside and work on that here in just a little bit. But I wanted to try to film at least something so you guys know, yes, I am still alive. And yes, I am still here. It just is a big learning curve with traveling like we are and trying to figure out what we're doing. So thank you so much for those of you who have been super supportive. Thank you to those who continue to support me, who have been so gracious with understanding that we've been traveling and how crazy it is. I mean, we've traveled almost 2,000 miles over the last, what does it take us to get here? Like 11 days, I think we took to get here. And a little bit longer than what we had anticipated because the snow, we dodged 2 snowstorms, and so that was a little crazy. And then my mother-in-law was actually unable to make the trip with us due to some health issues, so we were all pretty disappointed in that, but hopefully she'll recover and we can do it again, or do it another time. So if you'll please put my mother-in-law in your prayers, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so what we have is nothing different than the last time that we worked on this together. So what I'm thinking is, so my friend is building one of these as well. And her question to me was, it keeps collapsing. It's like this is collapsing. And so what I think, and what I told her is that I'm not sure, but I think as I embellish, or as we embellish the journal pages, that's going to create some bulk and help support that and hold that up. So I'm hoping that that is true, and I'm hoping that that works. Now, truly, mine is a little bit wonky because when on the ride out, I have this tray from Joanne, and I had it in here, and it doesn't quite fit, so it was kind of crazy in there. So hopefully I'll be able to get that straightened out, and it won't be an issue. So what I'm going to do is just figure out what we're going to work on, and I'll be back. Okay, it's the next day because I couldn't get myself together yesterday to do anything. Just a lot going on. Like I said, this is a big adjustment. Plus, Mark came in like right when I was finishing that prior segment. Mark came in and we had to close up the RV and move it because he needed to do like some dirt work or move some rocks and stuff because we're having a hard time getting level. So anyway, this is a page out of the American Christmas Crafts and Foods book, and I was just flipping through and I thought, oh, these little animals are so cute. I think they're going to make really cute little tags. So I'm just kind of cutting them down just a little bit here. And I'm just going to glue them like all once, and then we'll get them cut out. They're going to have to dry. I'll set them aside to dry. Get this in the trash. But I think they'll make cute little tags to stick in a pocket. I mean, even one of them tucked in here would be really cute, I think. So I don't know if I have an actual glue book or not. I can't remember, but when we went through Amarillo, I picked up a phone book. So for now, we'll just use this phone book as a glue page. And then this is some just dyed paper I have. I don't remember how I got that color, to be honest. I was eating blueberries. Ugh. Anyway, okay. So I'm trying to get back in the groove. So like I was saying yesterday, you know, like, oh, my glue is gooey. Can you see that? I don't have lights on. I'm trying to figure out lighting in here. I don't want glare. And it's really bright out. So later, I gotta go outside and work on my, can you guys believe it's November 20 what? And I still don't have my Christmas swap journal done. I'm very, very close. So I'm going to get this video filmed, and then I'm going to flip through that. And when it warms up some, after a while, I have to do some work on one of the parts of the project. Because I think I told you guys it ended up being like a 3-part project. Oh, look, I already got glue on the table. I'm going to get in trouble. Anyway, so I have to do some stuff. Some of it I have to do outside because I cannot do it inside. What do I do with my bone folder? Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I found the bone folder. Remember I said if anybody knew what I did with my bone folder, let me know. I found it. It was actually in my rigid boxes when I was packing them. Oh, and I know I had said I was going to share with you like my packing process, and I did film some of it. And I guess I could finish up that video by just kind of showing you like how I have stuff in the RV, but I don't know if that would really be interesting for you or if it would be boring for you. And so I don't know. I don't know where my gift card is to squish this down. Here, this is actually a something that needs put in my wallet, but we're gonna just go with it for right now. All right, so we'll let that dry. Put that back on there. Let that dry so I can cut it out. And then what we need to do for this is, where's my piece? Okay, so I have that, and I wanted to make that a little sparkly. And where is my, you know, part of the struggle with creating in here is like at home, I stand up at my drafting table, and this is actually our table, or we sit down and eat at table in the RV. Mark did get my folding table picked up or set up yesterday in the garage for the one thing I have to do, but I think that the wind is going to be an issue because it's pretty windy here right now. What am I wanting? I just want some sparkle. Maybe we'll do some gold. Let's see. You guys are going to have to tell me. Sorry, I hit the thing. Yeah, that's not very much light, is it? Let's try that. Does that make a difference? I just turned all the lights on. I mean, the sun's out. It's beautiful. It's just not shining inside yet. Sorry. Clearly, I'm going to be shaking you guys a lot easier. Maybe if we just put a little bit of gold on it. I don't know. Ooh, you know what would have been pretty? But it's inkjet. I bet I'll smear my ink. I was thinking I could just heat emboss the whole thing. I need my baby wipes. I got glue on that. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. So Mark came in. I don't know what I was saying, but that's okay. It's all a learning curve and an adjustment here. I did not bring a super fine paintbrush. So we're going to use the embossing tool and add some shimmer to our piece here. And then I've got some of the shiny stuff that I dyed when we were out on the, well, this is what I was using like that day on the trailer when we were dyeing, but this is actually speckled egg. So anyway, all right. So I just am going to take my embossing tool and I'm just going to dip it in here and just go over the greenery a little bit just to add a little shine and sparkle to this. We have to go out today, so maybe I will try to sweet talk him into going to Dollar Tree so I can pick up a thing of small paintbrushes because I didn't bring them with me. But that's all right. That was one of those things, remember we said I couldn't fret about everything. If I forgot it, we would go get it. Oh, I have to tell you guys, so cute. My granddaughter has this little art book, and she is so talented. She's really smart. She's good in math. And she has her little art book. She has like the, I have them. What are they called? What are they called? They're king art thingies, like gel sticks. They're these, like these gel stick things. She has them and she knows how to use them. Like she's 8 years old. But anyway, so we are gonna have a crafting day, probably this weekend if the weather's nice. But she wants to craft, or even tomorrow maybe, because we're watching the kids in the morning, and because our grandson wants to just hang out in the RV with Grandpa, and then my granddaughter wants to have a crafting time with me. So we'll see maybe what we can come up with for tomorrow. But she likes to draw, and she likes to, oh, this is going to be cute. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, she has a little art book, and she has this pad of paper that is like cotton paper. It feels so good. I'm like, where did you get this? Because I want some. So I guess her other grandma found it for her at like TJ Maxx or something. I don't know, but I'm like, I want some. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. The camera's up kind of high. I have, you know, at home, my holder is just kind of permanently attached. Well, not permanent, obviously, because it just screws on, but it's always just on my wooden shelf thingy, and I know the height, and I just kind of leave it set there. And in here, I have it hooked to a cabinet up here, so I'm hoping I don't do any damage to the cabinet, obviously. But it's like higher up than what we're used to, so hopefully it's okay for you guys and you can see. So you'll have to give me some feedback. This video won't be really a long video. It's just kind of a get caught up. And oh, I know, I was asking you guys how you were doing when he came in, because it's been so long. Like, I was looking, and it's been a really long time since I've even filmed or posted, and it is kind of awkward to like come back and feel like, oh, you know, but I definitely have missed filming. So hopefully it'll be, you guys will still be interested in this project, because it's taking me obviously forever to do anything. I think I started to say yesterday that I tried to work on this piece the one day we were traveling, and Mark was like, you know, you have to craft when we're traveling, and I was having a hard time focusing, and he's like, you have to figure it out. And I'm like, I know, I will. I'll get it figured out, but it's a learning curve, you know, it's gonna take time. And what'd I do with them? I had my gel pens out the other day. I don't know what I did with them. Or not my gel pens. Yeah, my jelly pens. Because I was working in my art journal, so I know I had them out. No. Okay, well, I'll find them. I just wanted to put a little bit of gold on the lettering. Oops, here. different thing about crafting in here too is at home I'm like spread out everywhere, and I can't do that in here obviously. I have to put things away when I'm done, and then I have to remember where I put them when I put them away. So hopefully, let's see, you can see how it just added a little shimmer. You guys know I'm like addicted to this stuff. I'm in a Hannah, how did I get that wet? What did I do that I just got that wet? Oh well, it'll get covered. Anyway, we were just, one of the groups I'm in is a card making group, and somebody asked about stickles, and she was like, does anybody know about stickles? And I'm like, yeah, that they're amazing. And so anyway, I sent a picture of the pocket that we did the other day, or, you know, that I did, that was where I added all that to it, and she was like, oh, I like that. He says, yeah, you'll love them if you play with them. Oh, a little piece of gold behind that would be nice. I was just thinking it needed something, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe if I edge this with just a little shimmer, then I won't have to put, because I'm going to slide this in a pocket and I don't want it to be super bulky. So we'll just do that. And then I'll find my jelly roll pens, because I said I had them the other day. I was doodling a watercolor cat. Part of my goal this winter is to push myself creatively and allow myself to try the things that I've been afraid to try, because I'm always like, well, what if it's not good enough? Which, you know, don't we all do that when we are trying something new? But if I tell you guys to get your stuff out and play with it, then shouldn't I hold myself to the same standard? So I did doodle a watercolor cat, and I thought it was really cute. I did two. One didn't turn out very well. Oh, but you know what I did learn? Is that the Flair, the Papermate Flair, the felt tip markers, they're water reactive, which was really, really fun. So let this dry, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, if I can get my journal out here. So I did these two cats, right? So, oops, sorry, I shook you again. Anyway, this whole section here is hot pink and like a plum colored Flair pen that I put water on, because over here I was working on this cat, like I messed up his eyes. Don't judge the cat. I had written words in with the Flair and then took my pen over, and they like disappeared. It was super cool. So I totally want to play with that some more. But this kitty I'm okay with. I think this one came out cute. But anyway, so just sharing that with you. But I know I had my jelly roll pens, so I'll have to find those. This needs to dry, so give me just a second and figure out what I'm gonna put on the inside, and take my heat tool to this, because maybe there was water on the table or something. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, so I have to get acetone, and I have to get small paintbrushes at Dollar Tree when I go. So I've got that glued on there, okay? And then what I'm going to do is just take my art glitter glue, which all of my glue tips need to be soaked. So maybe when it's nicer out, I'll do a cup of warm water and soak my tips, because they haven't been used in however long. They are kind of gunky, and makes it kind of hard to get them open and use them. But anyway, so what was I going to tell you? Oh, last night I woke up at 2:25, and at 3 o'clock Mark was like, oh, you just want to watch TV? And I'm like, sure. So we turned on a movie, and I watched the entire movie at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it was about 4:45, and I was like, oh, I should probably just get up, but I didn't. I laid there, and I did doze off for a little bit, but we were trying to get adjusted to the time change and just everything, but it'll be okay. It will be okay. We'll get adjusted. We're gonna go down on Monday. We are leaving to go down to get some solar panels put on the RV, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll ooh, that's a pretty phrase saying, and that's a pretty picture. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at, can you? This Hearts Go Home is a really pretty saying, and she is lovely. So we're gonna have to use her somewhere. Okay, I just have some of my little like Christmas small books here. I think I've shown you those before. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the videos that I have posted because I can't remember what I've even said in them. So I got these cut aparts, but none of them are really the right thing to make like a tag. And we have the journaling cards in here that came, what's that say? Okay, that's gonna be a no for this page. We just want a journaling card. I know there's some in here. Here we go. Let's put one of these because they're nice on the back already. So we'll get our pocket glued down here. Ooh, you know what would be pretty? I wonder what I did with them. Did I bring Christmas napkins with me? I have napkins somewhere. Oh, they're outside, underneath. Outside, underneath. Okay. So what do we want here? How about just the Christmas tree? That would be pretty there. Yep, so I'll put the Christmas tree here. I'll get this glued down. I'm going to use my glacier paste and go over the roses on the tree and use my stickles and make the pearls kind of shine. Cut this out a little bit better because I just rough cut it with my paper trimmer. So we'll get that cut and fit in here, but I want to see, as I'm gluing this like a ding-dong, wanted to see if I had a Christmas napkin. Maybe we could do something on the background here, or even just some stamping would work. I know I've got some stamps. So I'm just trying to get back in the groove here, the creative process. You know, it's when you don't create for a couple of weeks, do you find that it's difficult to get back in your groove here? Because I am having a hard time. None of these are good for just backgrounds. Oh, the stars might be cool. Let me see what stencils I have. Okay, I found my little paintbrush here. See, found it. So that can get marked off the list. I found a stencil I want to use, and then I was just going to show you kind of the small space that I'm working in so you would understand, like, comparatively, this is the table. And I do have a tablecloth and my pink mat, my American Crafts cutting mat. And then I have just this counter space here. And that's the space that I kind of have to work with. So you guys know where my rigid boxes sit because I showed you that when I was packing for the last trip. And I'm kind of scattered all over the place right now. But it'll be okay. Like on a nice day, I can set up outside with no issue. So I'm not really worried about that. Not too much anyway. Need did we decide on these? We were doing blue and pink, right? I think is what we were using. And it's not gonna hurt the speckled egg if I was using the green, but I think I was using the blue. And on this, I'm just going to stencil just a little bit on here. Not a lot, but just to add a little bit of color interest to it. Just a little. Just to knock some of that white back. And I do think I do want to do a little bit of script stamping on there. Just a little. Yeah, so that just took some of that white space out. And then these. Too much stuff in this too little space. Here's my scripty stamp. So let's just do some of that tone on tone that we like to do. Please let me know in the comments about lighting, if you guys can see what I need to do better to make this better for you as far as, yeah, being able to see like what we've got going on here. Oop. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of this here. Oh. Hold your stencils and your paper so it doesn't move. Okay. And then one more little bit of whoop. Okay. So I'll get that cleaned off. Okay, so then we've got our journaling card. So I'm going to get this cut. I will get it glittered, show you what this looks like when I come back. Okay, so far this is what I've done. I'm hoping you can see. I have used my glacier paste and my stickles on the flowers and the garland. So what I did was my liquid pearls, I'm sorry. My liquid pearls, I did a little dollop on like a plastic piece and just used the tip of my embossing tool and just went along the garland and just added a little bit of shimmer to those. I think the lighting, I hope this comes through better for you than it is in my camera. Anyway, and then I did my gold stickles just right in the middle of the white flowers, and I paintbrushed the pink and green on the tree and the bows and the flowers, and then I got it on there, and I tried to wipe it off because I only wanted like the tree section to be shiny, and then I did find my Jelly Roll pen and just add a little gold and white accent to those corners and just inked with Vintage Photo around that outer edge. Sorry about the shadow. Let's see how we can maybe see if that's better. It might not be. Oh, I know why it's shadowing. Duh, the light right above me. Okay, I'll get that fixed for the next video, get our lighting figured out, and maybe we can go outside and film or something. But I'm gonna call that good for this video. I have to go pick up groceries for my daughter-in-law. I have no idea how long uploading is gonna take on their internet, but I'll have to take my laptop in the house because the internet is not actually working great in the RV. We ordered a Wi-Fi extender from Amazon, so I'm hoping that helps. If any of you know anything about Wi-Fi extenders, please, please, please share your knowledge with me. You can email me at orderfromjody@yahoo.com. That link should be in the about information on my YouTube channel. So just click on that, send me an email if you know anything about Wi-Fi extenders and you can help us out. I did order one. I asked a question on Amazon, but I'm not getting positive answers. So I'm a little concerned that what we ordered is not going to work, and that is beyond my tech capability. So having said that, thank you for your grace and just being so patient as we traveled. It did take us 11 days to get here. I will talk in the next video about some of the fun things that we did along the way. This actually was really good for my soul. I need to finish the Christmas presents, but I mean, making a Christmas tree glittery, how can that not make my soul happy, right? And I do still have to finish this piece. I'm not done with it yet, so maybe in the next video we'll finish this piece, chat a little bit more, get these guys cut apart. We'll see what the rest of my day looks like, but right now I have to go get groceries because I'm in the hour window, and she just texted me and said they were done. So love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.